Oh, well, thank you for letting me know. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. Make sure that doesn't get loud. This is not a conspiracy theory. Has nothing. It just I like to look at things and then look at the reaction and look at and then double check the information. So I was in the car yesterday, and on the radio, within 5 minutes, it said heat wave twice, and it was like 85 degrees, and I'm like, I don't think 85 degrees is a heat wave. And if you live in the valley, this doesn't apply to you. And then on all of the media platforms, I don't engage a lot in that, but when I did, it's all about heat wave, heat wave, heat wave. And then I went to teach my class this morning at Runyon, and people did come for the class. No, but the park was so quiet because there was no one out there hiking because everyone had heard that there was a heat wave. So I was kind of curious what the definition of heat wave is, because so then I Googled it. What is a heat wave? A heat wave is a period of abnormal, which is a weird word to put there because most of us moved to Los Angeles to get the heat. So I guess it's not technically abnormal, but it could be. It says a period of abnormally hot weather, generally lasting for more than 2 days. So we're only at the 2 day, but the day it was 85. And heat waves can occur with or without humidity. The other thing that it says that it is 90 degrees or more. I didn't find that. And it wasn't 90 degrees yesterday. Anyways, the heat wave's coming, but it made me think about how much what we hear and see around us that we just, or humanity goes, oh yeah, and believes that. It reminds me of what Jim Morrison once said, that the media controls the mind. But anyways, next week's going to be a heat wave, so don't worry about it. Thank you so much for coming and putting up with my long beginning speech there. I'm going to scoot back so that we can start from a seated position, and we shall cross the legs. Maybe just put the hands on the knees, the core a little bit engaged, maybe tongue to the roof of the mouth. We are breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And when you breathe in, bring the shoulders up to your ears. And then on the out breath, down and then back forward and back up to the ears on the in breath. And then we're kind of drawing circles on the outside of the body with the shoulders. So up to the ears, down the back, then forward again, up the front, towards the ears, down the back. And we're moving here. You can have your hands up if you prefer. I did that to exaggerate the motion in case you were watching. I know that a lot of people use this only for the listening, which is good to make sure my descriptions are proper and concise. Let's go the opposite direction. Up the back to the ears, down the front. Around, up the back to the ears, down to the front. We keep breathing, we keep moving. Just a couple more of these. Excellent. Back to center. Let's push the walls out. We're going to take several breaths here. I'm going to breathe like my lungs are in my hands at the moment. I'm going to breathe in with my hands getting really big, like that mouse. And as I breathe out, hands getting really small, like a skeleton. And then breathing in, Mickey is that mouse's name. I forgot for a second. Keep moving and breathing. Well, we're only moving in the breath. Good. We're going to move now, turning and looking to the right. And then please all the way over to the other side. Excellent. Hands on the knees again. Spine as straight as an arrow to the crown of the head. Draw a circle on the ceiling. One direction here at first. All the breath is in the nose, breathing long and deliberate the whole time. Very nice. Let's go the opposite direction, please. Excellent. Back to center. I got one more from the seated position. Right hand down. I think it's about 1 foot from my hip, fingers pointing out in the way. Left palm faces the sky or ceiling. We're coming up and over. Both arms are straight. Lock your left hip on the ground. Keep reaching without moving the right shoulder. And we'll become aware of that. We're going to just look up along the elbow, because if you look without thinking about that, that shoulder comes forward. We want to keep it kind of in the lockdown here. Excellent. We're switching left hand down. We'll keep that arm straight. And the right comes up and over, long reaching. And without the shoulder rotating forward on the left, we're going to look up along the elbow on the right. Excellent. Back to center. The secret to standing without using your hands is to put the feet crossed out in front of you, to put your center of gravity out over that, and then come all the way up. And we're going to hop a little bit. I think this shirt's too small. I'm going to stretch it out while I'm hopping. Then we shake the hands out. A little bit more core engaged, still breathing in the nose. For the whole class, we're breathing in the nose. Good. Feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. Let's go wider than the hips, like more like shoulders. And with the knees, the legs bent at the knees, we're going to swing the arms here, breathing. Excellent. Top of the mat, the feet will come together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. Shoulders back, core in, and thumbs out. We're going to take a moment here. We're still breathing in the moment. We're going to breathe in, reach up. Hands are in prayer above the head, up to the moon. We'll look up to those hands. And as we breathe out, we're going to forward fold. Keep the legs straight so the hands can, maybe for some of us on the ground, maybe some of us on the shins like me. We're going to look up, shoulder blades together, core engaged. Out breath on the forward fold. And then all the way up again, reaching out and up. Hands in prayer coming down through the heart center. And then all the way up again, breath in through the nose. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. You look up and forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. All the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up and forward fold. All the way back up again, reaching out and up. Hands in prayer down through the heart center. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We're going to look up, and from here, we're going to please step back to the top of push-up, where we're going to clench the core and the legs and hold that tight. Every time we step back to that, you're going to want to do that clench of the body. And when you're ready, we're going to lower down or drop. We're going to do up dog or cobra, tight legs, third eye looking. And then down dog, feet 2 fists apart. You can bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down. stepping a little bit back and forth in place. Good. Let's step up to the top of the mat, feet back together, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold all the way back up to the ceiling, hands in prayer, down again through the heart center, and all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up, a stepping top of push-up. We're going to lower drop, up dog, and down dog. We're looking at knees or navel. If you like, you can come up on the toes on the in-breath and down with the heels on the out-breath, or stay still. Great. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, hands in prayer to the moon, down through the heart center, and then all the way up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, we're stepping back, top of push-up. We lower drop, up dog, and down dog. We stay here. And of course, always remember, you're welcome to rest. You're welcome to skip a pose. Great. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Hands in prayer to the moon, and then arms right down at the sides. Excellent. Big toes together, ankles apart, let the knees fall together, sitting in Utkatasana. Excellent. Up, over, forward folding, same as before. We look up, we're stepping again, top of push-up. We lower drop, up dog, down dog, right foot, warrior one, stepping outside the center, almost to where the hand was, back foot 45 degrees. Left hip rotates forward, arms up, and then we're going to reach left hand shake forward. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. You could push into the outside edge of the back foot. Excellent. Touch the sky. Again, hands back down, step in, top of push up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Arms up, and we're going to reach that right arm forward, hand shaking. Pushing into the outside edge of the back foot, breathing in the nose. Excellent. We touch the ceiling again, and hands back down, step in. We lower drop, up dog, and down dog, and we're going to stay right here. Good. Step or jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's continue. Utkatasana. Great. Up, over, forward folding. We look up. We step in, top of push up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one on the right. Left foot turns out. Hands in prayer above the head again. Core in and up, looking up. Excellent. Hands down again. We're stepping back. Lower drop. Up dog. And down dog. And left side stepping, right foot turns out. Again, hands in prayer above the head. Core in and up. Looking up if possible. Excellent. Hands down again. Stepping type of push-up. We lower drop. Up dog. And down dog. And we're going to breathe here. Excellent. Walk your way up top of the mat. We look up. Forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. One more. We sit in chair again. Great. Up over forward folding. We look up. Stepping again, top of push-up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, right foot stepping. Hands in prayer again above the head. Core in and up. Looking up. If you want to arch back, lift the heart. Excellent. Hands back down. We step. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot stepping. Right foot turns out. Hands in prayer above the head. Core in and up. Looking up. Maybe arching back. All right. Hands again, top of the mat. We step. We lower drop. Up dog and down dog. And we're going to breathe here. All right. Step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. Forward fold. Feet and knees. Let's sit in chair and we're going to stay in chair. All right, let's stand feet apart, distance to say the hips-ish, shoulders maybe. We'll grab the elbows, we're gonna hang down, let everything drop off your back, you're welcome to bounce. Engage the core, come on up, touch the moon, all the way up. All the way back down, peace fingers under big toes pushing fingers down on the ground, thumbs touching the ends of the fingers, elbows away. It's okay if the legs are bent. Keep breathing, bring the top of your head towards the earth. Engage the core, touch the moon again, all the way up. And please, all the way back down. Each hand under each foot in the front, toes touching the crease in the wrist. You pull up on the feet. We're going to breathe here. Great. Please stand. We're going to take another moment here just breathing. We are going to pivot tonight through the standing series. So the left foot is going to step back about the distance of one of your legs. The right foot stays straight forward. Back foot 45 degrees. Arms out, base of a triangle. We're going to reach out for triangle, right hand down, left arm up, and we're going to breathe here. Good. Up, we're coming. We're going to pivot. Right toes 45, left toes out the back. We're going to reach out a bit and left hand down, right arm up, body stacked between the panes of glass. Up again. Let's pivot again. Left toes 45, right toes out. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. We're going to reach the left arm way out. And then we twist the triangle, left hand down, right arm up. You can have the back of the hand outside of the leg. Legs straight, feet flat. Some people get the hand on the ground. Excellent. We're going to breathe here. Back up. We pivot again. Right toes 45, left toes out. We're going to reach the right arm forward. And then right hand down, left arm up. Up again, we pivot again, left toes 45, right toes out. Re-lengthen the stance because we are going to do warrior two. Arms out over the feet, knee over the ankle, core engaged, breathing and looking at the right hand. Extended side angle, we're going forearm on the leg, left arm up and over. You could put the right hand on the ground if you prefer. Keep breathing, keep reaching. With the arm on the leg, we look up along the elbow to the sky. If the hand goes down, you look a bit forward to the reaching hand. Right, back up. We're going to straighten this right leg, pivoting right toes 45, left toes out. Warrior two out the back. We're taking several breaths here. And forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. See if you can copy what you did on the other side. Let's come straight up into the base of horse with the hands on knees. We're going to twist later, but for now, heavy hands on the legs. Only time I would put heavy hands on the legs. We're going to rotate right shoulder forward, and then the left, and a little bit of back and forth. Right, let's hold the moon, both hands. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Straight the legs, turn the feet to run straight forward. We reach straight up and then straight down so your hands are directly under your shoulders. If it's hard to forward fold, take the feet further apart. Maybe the palms come down. The head definitely tries to come down to the space between the hands. All the way back up. We're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers, behind the back, intertwine the fingers, palms all the way together if your upper back holds tension. It will restrict the forward movement. Don't worry about it. You can have palms apart if you prefer. I'm keeping my palms together, up and over as we forward fold. Excellent. Back up, touch the ceiling. Back down. We're going to grab shins, ankles, or big toes. Elbows pulling away from the ears, top of the head reaching towards down. Stay down low, both hands over to the right, nose towards the knee, top of the head towards the foot, left shoulder rotating under and through. Couple more breaths tonight on this one. Over, please, to the other side, right shoulder under and through. Top of the head towards the foot. Great. Let's come up to standing and shorten the stance to anywhere between 3 and 3.5 feet. We're going to turn the right toes to the front here, left toes about 45 degrees. I like to bring the arms out. We're going to do pyramid, so I want the shoulders to be the same as the front of my mat. And behind the back, we're grabbing elbows or reverse prayer. Shoulder blades back and together. We're going to look up and we're going to forward fold, keeping the shoulder blades back and together. Again, this may restrict your movement, but don't worry about where we're getting. We're trying to get to tension, where we can breathe in that tension. So the body is stretching a bit, but we're keeping the other places in place. You could stay here if you prefer, up to warrior 3, up on that right foot. You could stay here, or half moon, right hand down, left arm up. Switching the hands is a little difficult. You're welcome to skip it. Great. Left foot back down. We're pivoting. Right toes 45, left toes out. Arms out for the rotation. And again, behind the back, shoulder blades together. We're going to come down and look at the left foot now and breathe here. And you could stay like this or up on that left foot for warrior 3. And Ardha Chandrasana, left hand down, right arm up. And switching the hands. Excellent. Let's stand. You can move around a little bit if you like. Very nice. We're going to do tree. Standing on the left foot, we're going to grab the right leg. You can hold it up there really tight. You can lock it, hands to the heart or arms up. You could also put the foot in the front. We're going to take several breaths right here. All right, let's do the other side. Standing on the right, left is coming up. And whatever you did on the other side, see if you can get a match. All right, back to standing on the left. Right knee comes up, right hand grabs the right knee, standing tall. You're welcome to come and grab the big toe, extend the leg. That leg could be bent. Stand tall on the standing side, which is our left here. I'm going to hold the knee, several breaths like this. We're going to open that leg out to the right as we look over the left shoulder. Back to center, show me the bottom of your foot. And we let that down, we move around a little bit. And then other side, standing on the right, left is coming up, left on left. Whatever you did on the other side, we'll try to again copy that. So of course, if you extend the leg, we do that. And open that leg out to the left as you look over the right shoulder. Back to center, leg out on its own, show me the bottom of your foot. Excellent, let that down. Feet the distance of, say, the hips, toes slightly splayed. We're coming down into our squat, elbows into the legs, hands in prayer. Great place to do crow or sirsasana if you want to do that. Otherwise, sit up really tall, and we're going to breathe here for a little bit. Great, hands in prayer straight forward. We're coming all the way up to the moon, and then all the way back down, hands in prayer straight forward. Again, all the way up to the moon, back down, hands in prayer straight forward. Again, all the way up, back down, hands in prayer straight forward. One more time, all the way up and back down. Let's come to hands and knees for a little bit of cat and cow. So knees are 2 fists apart and under the hips. We're going to drop the belly, looking up third eye. As we breathe out, we're going to arch the back and just moving and breathing. And back to center, look over the right shoulder, see the tail. And then look over the other side. And then back to center. Feel the line that is running from your right hand to your right knee to your right foot. And step that left arch onto that line for sidearm balance. We're going to reach the left arm up. You could stay here. You could stack the feet. You could open the legs and keep the knee down. It's a little less harsh on the hand that's on the ground. We'll take several breaths like this. Good, hands down. You could get a push up in the middle here and then to the other side. So left hand is down, right arch on the line, and then whatever you did on the other side. A little more of the side arm balance.
Excellent. Back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, we're going to step the right foot up to the top of the mat, keeping the left knee down. We're going to reach the arms up like a funnel. We're going to take several breaths here. All right, left elbow outside of right leg. Right leg is made of cement. It doesn't move. Hands in prayer to the sternum, fingers to the face. Right shoulder rotates back. Those of you that want more, roll back onto the ball of the left foot, straighten the leg. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Right knee back, left foot up to the top. Arms up again like a big funnel. Couple of breaths here, maybe more. Good, and we twist. And if you lifted the knee, go ahead and do that on this side as well. Breathing in the nose all the time, maybe tongue to the roof of the mouth. And back to hands and knees again for a moment. And then right foot back up top of the mat. This time, hands both straight up to the ceiling. Several breaths here. Right down now on the inside. Hand is right inside the foot. You want to keep the knee pulling against the shoulder. You could walk the hands forward and try to get the elbows down. Maybe they do get down. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Let's switch it. Left foot up to the top. Straight up with the arms again. Couple of breaths here, just a moment. And again, down on the inside. Whatever you did, if it's possible, we do the same on each side. Back to hands and knees. We're going to turn the right hand in to face the left. I'm going to feed the left arm through, laying onto the shoulder. You can push that hand against the mat, rotating the right shoulder back. You could reach up, coming around, grabbing the pocket of the leg. We're going to breathe here a whole bunch. Leg up, and we go to the other side, turning that left hand in. We're going to feed the right arm through, back down. Whatever you did on the other side, please do the same. That is, if the hand came up, we'll come up again with the hand, or Like me, I'm keeping my hand on the ground, pushing with a little bit of force. Back to center. We're stepping back to the top of push-up again. Nice and tight. We're gonna lower and drop. Up dog, down dog. From down dog, we're gonna hold the right foot up. You could bend that leg, opening up the hip if you care to. Great. Throw that shin top of the mat. Scoop the left leg back. You can lift the heart, and then ultimately hands down, forearms down, head down. The knee on the bent leg is outside of the right ribs a little bit, and we're going to breathe here. All righty, hands down. We're going to step back. You could shake the leg that was bent if you like. Top of push up, we lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. We're going to hold the left leg up. You could bend that leg if you like. Throw that shin up top. Crawl the right leg back. We look up. And again, forearms down, head down. We breathe here. One more time, hands top of the mat. We're stepping back. If you want an extra push-up in here, you can get it. And then up dog and down dog. All right, let's sit down and we're going to straddle the legs all the way out. We're going to breathe in and touch the ceiling. We're going to breathe out and try to touch the right toes. Back up and then to the other side. And please, over and over, every out breath is a downward fold, no matter what side. That will put the in breath in the middle. Excellent. Touch the ceiling, and then we'll bring the arms down. Let's bring these soles of the feet together. And we're going to pull them in nice and close. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up tall, shoulders back and down, core in and up. You could butterfly the legs if you like. We are, if we're not butterflying the legs, actually trying to bring the knees to the earth, even though mine are not in really that close. That is the direction we are going. Real forward fold, pushing the elbows against the legs, lengthening out so that the low part of your sternum is coming to the big toes, and the shoulder blades are coming up and together. We're going to breathe a bunch here. Great. Back up. We're going to throw an extra pose in here that I occasionally put in. Left leg straight out in front, right foot flat on the mat. So let me get so I can be seen well if anyone needs to see this. So you want to have a space between your foot and your leg about the distance of, say, one of your hands. We're going to keep that space open. So from here, I like to put the left hand back behind me on the ground. It keeps me stable to start. And then we reach the right arm up and we forward fold, trying to grab the left toes with the right hand. We could also grab the shin. For those of you that want to come along, that right hand goes thumb down. So you see that. You keep turning it until the thumb points out and away. So the palm is almost facing the ceiling. And then we bring that arm around the back. And then this other hand comes and meets it. And we attempt to forward fold. As far off as I am from that, that is where I am trying to go. We're keeping that foot in the front, pointing to the sky. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Great. Unwind all that. Let's switch it. So right foot out in the front there. Again, the foot is not right next to the body. We need several inches in there because we want the body to be able to fit in there. I'm going to put the right hand behind me initially. Left hand could just grab the toes or the shin or a strap. If you like, thumb down, turning till the palm is like facing up to the ceiling almost. It won't go quite there for me. And then we come around the back and we introduce the fingers and we forward fold here as best as we can. A lot of resistance. Just breathe into that. Great. Back up. We're switching back into familiar territory for our usual classes. Our normal twist, Marichasana C. That was, by the way, Marichasana A. So foot can be in real tight right next to the leg. Left arm grabs the bent leg, right hand behind you, or elbow outside. This time we are twisting. So we're going to look back at the eyeball line on the wall, and we're going to breathe here. Other side, please. Right foot out in front. Left foot flat on the mat. Right arm grabs that leg. We sit up tall. We look at the wall. We breathe in the nose. Back around, both legs bent, arms underneath the bent legs. We roll back under the tail. You're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to let go, lock the shoulders back. You're welcome to straighten the legs. We're breathing in the nose, looking at the feet. Shoulders are back. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up nice and tall. Up for number 2.
Cross the legs, sit up tall. Up again, please. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 4, back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Last one of this section. Good, hug the knees in. We're gonna lie back for a moment. You can take the forearms and grab the shins and pull them down. Bring the nose up to the knees. And then we're gonna lie down flat with the palms facing the earth. Put your hands underneath your rear end. We're gonna take the feet to about 2 inches off the ground, and we're gonna lift them to the ceiling and then back to 2 inches. And we're just gonna go a little bit over and over here, leg lifting. Just a little bit more today. Good, hug the knees in again. Forearms again, grabbing on the shins, pulling down, nose up to the knees. And then let's put the feet down flat, feet and knees 2 fists apart. Those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, please go ahead. We're just going to otherwise do bridge, lifting the hips, tucking the shoulders, intertwining the fingers, pushing the arms down. We take several breaths right here. Right, back down. For those of you coming along, we're going upside down, starting with plow, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs in the direction of straight, toes falling to the earth. You could have hands on the back, or you could have intertwined fingers with the arms pushing on the ground. Let's breathe here. Before you bring the legs up, if you want to try to bring the elbows closer to the distance of the shoulders, it's easier here, and then up with the feet. Heavy shoulders, heavy elbows, breathing, looking at the feet. For today, if you like, let the legs part out. Take several breaths here. You bring the soles of the feet together to make a diamond shape with the legs. Back up to the ceiling for a couple more breaths. And we're going to bend the legs, bring the knees to the ears, and roll down into a dead bug, holding the feet, knees in the armpits, soles of the feet up to the ceiling. You could stay still, excuse me, or rock around a bit. All right, knees into the chest, arms out like a T. On the out breath, let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, we're going to breathe here. Take a nice long run on this. And all the way up and over, please, to the other side. Back to center, hug the knees into your chest. Tell yourself you did a great job. And I'm going to lead a short, like 5-minute meditation. If you want to do that seated, you could. If you prefer to lay down, that is also fine. I'm going to sit on the rolled up mat. And let me set my timer. Great. Legs crossed gently, intertwine fingers, thumbs touching, shoulders back, core in. Chin hanging slightly to the chest, just barely. You become aware of the body breathing itself. If that's not enough to keep your mind occupied, you can breathe the body like we did in class. If that's not enough, and some days it's not, you count the breath. When we get to 11, we go back to 1. Alrighty. Let's bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together, making a little bit of friction. We're gonna bring the arms all the way up, like a big funnel. We're gonna take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're gonna breathe in more through the mouth. Even more. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor. And then let everything out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. It is DanielOverburgers.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there. And one moment, please. I'm gonna